Who you got next up?
All right,
who's
so
gonna
next,
be your power forward or your two guard?
I got something different for you. I got something analytical. I got something spacious. You know, I got Dr. Fate.
Ooh.
Dr. Fate. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, Dr. Fate is an archaeologist. The original Dr. Fate, his name was Kent Nelson. Kent Nelson is an archaeologist. He stumbled in Egypt and he stumbled across a helmet by Nobu. Nobu was the god of Egypt.
I've been to Nobu's before. They got some good food. You know what I'm saying?
He was there too. He had that steak.
Bad.
He bumped into Nobu, and he blessed him with that gear that he got, that nice drip, that spandex blue, that golden cape, and that helmet of Nobu, helmet of knowledge. Oh my! And listen, before he even got to that helmet, he was good hand to hand on himself. Besides Batman, besides Arrow, besides Green Arrow, Kent Nelson is nasty with the hands. Nasty with the hands. When he put that helmet on, not only is he good with the hands, he has mythological powers. He can levitate, which means fly.
Right.
His magic is
I didn't know that.
I'm out here saving souls. We doing the Lord's work. Listen, he was out there, channeling all type of mythological magic from Egypt with a single wave of a hand.
All right. So you got Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate is also one of those guys where he kind of needs that book to do the conjuring, right? Is he not throwing up random gang signs and
Well, no, that book needs to happen when he sees somebody like Thanos.
So what happened?
He needs the book
he's fine without the book.
He's definitely fine.
Last time I checked, he had that book around him.
Of course.
When he needed it. So if someone were to snatch that book from him, he can still fight?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Not only can he fight, he can like, as you say, throw out them gang signs, and then the lady vision of the eye comes at you in all golden form.
Gotcha.
Dismantling you. And he has telekinesis. So he knows what happened before it happens.
Okay.
Talk to me.
All right. So if you're going to choose Dr. Fate,
I'm going to choose Dr.
then
Fate.
I will choose on my Marvel side, which is also my personal favorite. It's always going to have my personal, my nostalgic feel to it.
Talk to me.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you saw Deadpool versus Wolverine, but what I'm going to say is, I'm going to make a name for myself up in here.
Okay.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Gambit, okay?
That's a good choice.
Mr. Remy LeBeau.
That's a good choice.
In the light of what does Remy LeBeau do? What does the Gambit do? He basically
I like he did that.
He put things in his hands and he make them go boom.
Yeah.
I take things and I make them go boom.
Absolutely.
But what is not explained is whatever is in his hands, he has the power to make it explode.
Absolutely.
It can actually turn into something that will tear apart maybe even a whole universe.
Yeah.
What if Gambit got his hands on let's say Dr. Fate's book? Do you think that just the book itself would explode, or would it be the realm or everything that's in that book that will be able to control all of it? I mean, for God's sakes, if Gambit touches that helmet, your head going to explode inside of the helmet. Dr. Fate ain't here. You can fly all you want to. That's fine. I got this staff here. The staff is going to jump up, and I'm going to have to go to where I needed to go. But once I get there, you best beware of yourself. Another thing that Remy LeBeau is very good at, as far as the passion that I have for this comic book world, it's the passion that he also has in his heart. He's also known as the lover boy, too. He's also known as the hopeless romantic. I mean, for God's sakes, the man want a woman he can't even touch. So that type of love for somebody in that type of realm, that has to encompass something. That has to overcome something. So for some would say that it's fate that brings him to win these next battles. You know what I'm saying? And, shout out to X-Men 97.
Absolutely.
As you can see, I have the apparel on.
Yeah.
And I do love Gambit. But also with Gambit showing that light in that cartoon too, all you got to do is say, Gambit's the name. Remember it.
Yeah, it went down.
Still sends chills down the spine.
We waiting on that next season.
We waiting on next season. And he better be there. Y'all better find a way for him to, if he come back as a sentinel or something. I need Remy LeBeau to come back. But I do have Gambit as another one of my strong points.
Absolutely.
Another thing that I wanted to point out too was I did mention the staff. I mentioned the fact that he makes everything in his hands go boom. But one of his weaknesses is the value of love. I feel as though if you put a bad bitch in front of him, he probably gonna fold.
Yeah,
you know
man.
I feel like if
Pepe Le Pew's gonna die.
I'm saying,
Pepe Le Pew's gonna die.
Like, so I feel like if Dr. Fate had any angle on him, he would have to have to have somebody of the opposite sex that is willing to coerce Gambit into dropping his staff. But once Gambit finds out that he getting played, everything is getting blown up around him.
Yeah.
That's just how I'm feeling about it. And not to mention, he was one of the coolest dudes. He
was one of the coolest dudes. But you did say something that I highly disagree with. Mm-hmm. You said that if Gambit touches the book, that book can disintegrate.
It can.
The only person that can touch that book is Dr. Fate because he has Nobu with him. Mm-hmm. Nobu is channeling that whole situation,
so especially
when he has that helmet on, and he can foresee who can touch that book. And it's just like Thanos' hammer.
Mm-hmm. You mean Thor's hammer?
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah. Thor's hammer.
Yeah,
because Thanos.
You talking about Thanos with the gold? I was about to say where we going with? Like what you go? Yeah, Thor's hammer.
Milnar.
Can y'all put the word or what it is? Anyway, go ahead.
Milnar. The fact of the matter is that can't nobody use that or utilize that but Kent Nelson. So if Gambit tries to touch it, he disintegrates
immediately.
So
what if he took the stick and poked the stick?
Then Gambit himself will go boom.
Okay.
So. Just wanted to point that out there. So I'm glad that you did a cannonball in my zest pool.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. I was the lifeguard that was watching you drink.
Well, I tell you what. How about this? All right.
Well,
all right. So Gambit may have a couple of flaws, but the next person that I'm choosing,
talk to me,
who's going to be on my list, because I know I'm going back to back. Because you're going to give me who you going to guard. Yeah. Today's episode is brought to you by Hollis Haven, revolutionizing the truck driver's experience at every stop. Make sure you follow the website at hollishaven.com and follow on all social media platforms, and make sure you use that hashtag Safe Stops Ahead.